Namaskar and good evening. I, Anandi Lala, welcome you all to Ayush Shakti's powerful Facebook live sessions. So, we've got a lot of suggestions and we've got a lot of questions, I would rather say, about parents asking about cold and cough and allergies in their young children who are, usually about the age of 5 or 6 or up till 10. So today you will discover the proven effective ancient solutions for recurring cold, cough, allergies and breathlessness in children. So without any further delay, I would like to introduce you to Dr. Smita Naram, co-founder of Ayush Shakti Ayurved, chain of Ayurvedic medicines and Ayurveda therapy clinics across the globe. She has treated more than 1.5 million people along with her expert team of Ayush Shakti doctors across the globe. She's also an author and a trainer. But before inviting Dr. Smita, I have a very good news and we have a new member today joining us along with Dr. Smita. That is Krishna Pankaj Naram, son of Dr. Smita and Dr. Pankaj Naram, who has been learning the art of healing ever since he was 6 months of age, which is quite commendable. And he's also addressed a live audience of 3 lakh people. So namaskar and welcome Dr. Smita and Krishna.
Namaskar, namaskar. I'm so happy to be here. And on this live, basically, regarding this children's recurring cough, cold, allergies, and breathlessness, my whole myth about the truth on this subject was broken because of my own personal experience with my own son. I still remember it like yesterday when he was just 5 months of age, and suddenly one day in the middle of the day, he stopped moving at all. He even was not breathing very well, and he was like completely still. I got so shocked and I got panic, and I checked the pulse and I understood that he has attack of wheezing and asthma. So in order to confirm this, because I also become mother sometimes, and I don't want to have my son's judgment by myself purely. Just to confirm, I rushed to the hospital, my friend's hospital pediatrician, and immediately she put him on the nebulization immediately, and she said that she's a very known pediatrician, by the way, from Canada. And she said that he will have to take the inhaler pump or regular nebulization till he's age 7 or even his whole life. Otherwise, he may not grow very well and he will keep on getting these attacks and he will feel weaker and weaker. So I came back home, and coming from my own experience by that time of treating more than 40,000 children suffering, I was very clear. I don't want to give chemicals to my son. I spoke to my husband, late husband, Dr. Naram, and we both decided that we will only and only do Ayurveda, the Siddha Veda way of healing, the ancient proven solutions. I started immediately Breathe Easy program 4 to 5 times a day in the beginning. Only at the age of 5 months, he was taking Asthalok, Kafano syrup, D-virus syrup combined together 5 times a day. And I gave him for 1.5 years till I was happy that his immune system is strong enough now that he doesn't need it every day. And then we gave it only whenever he needed. Actually, he never had any asthma attacks. This Ayush Shakti's Breathe Easy program saved his life. He grew very well, and all the children were falling ill. He didn't fall sick so easily because of his immune system, which became very, very strong. His concentration was not impacted. So exam time, most children would fall sick and they will have difficulty concentrating in their studies, but he didn't get this trouble. And he also went up to Mount Everest base camp tracking. And I want Krishna, please share your experience of what happened when you went for trekking over Mount Everest base camp.
Thank you so much, dear mommy, and everybody watching. Namaskar, namaskar. I love you all. Today is an amazing day, and I will share with you this true story of how 3 years ago, suddenly one day I decided, I said, enough of staying at home. I want to leave. So I left. I took a flight to Nepal, and there was no flight available. So I had to go from here to Nepal, drive across the border. From there, it was such a complicated trip. I was exhausted. Many times like this, it happens in the exams. Children who have asthma, they feel exhausted because of no sleep. I was exhausted because of no sleep. And then I thought, okay, let's ask a tour guide where to go. So next day, immediately I say, okay, I want to go for a trek. He says, Everest Base Camp is very good season at this time. Now I know Everest is the highest mountain. You must be knowing Everest is the highest mountain on this planet, which means oxygen is the least over there. And at Everest Base Camp, it is one of the highest base camp on this planet, more than 5,300 meters, which is about 17,200 feet high altitude. When you reach there, oxygen is not 80% or 70%. It reaches 50% of what it is here. That means you have to breathe twice as hard to let your body feel like it is alive. People faint, people have bleeding from the nose. Their lungs become full of water, brain becomes full of water. They can slip into coma, they can slip into various challenges. And in this situation, with less sleep, anxiety, tiredness, the very next day after that, I had a flight, morning 6 o'clock. We flew to Lukla. Suddenly, the altitude becomes 2000 meters, 2700 meters. And I feel good, healthy, and I feel like, yeah, everything is going to be good only. I have all my herbs with me, everything is good. Now, while walking up the mountains, my guide and we have a talk, and he says, people who are healthy only can climb this. I said, what do you mean? He says, people with heart problems, pregnant women, especially if you have asthma, you can never climb. People have asthma, they say that we are cured and everything is good. Since 7 years, no attacks have come. We took pump, inhaler, and now we are fit. And now we have left everything. It's good. Even they, after 4,500 meters, even they start feeling breathless. They cannot acclimatize. They need to go down immediately, descend immediately. It can be life-threatening. At this point, I was shocked because I'm alone. Mummy and Papa, nobody is with me. I'm on my own with Asthalok and D. Vairo and Divya Swas Jivan and Amrutras, nothing else with me. We are climbing up, we reach 4,000 meters. Now it's really difficult. I cannot sleep at night. I'm having a headache. Then we reach 4,500. Finally, we reach 5,000 meters. And at that point, I realized that the group I started with, I was alone, but there were many people who started on the same day as I did. Half of them were disappeared. I asked what happened. He says, no, they cannot deal with it. It's too hard. This high altitude, you cannot breathe properly. Even people prepare for 2 months, then they can come at this altitude. I said, okay, fine. What do we do now? He says, no, we go on. How are you doing, Krishna? I said, I'm feeling good, but I'm having a headache and it's now difficult to breathe. So I took 2 Asthalok, 2 D. Vairo twice a day because I had no practice of running, walking whatsoever. For like 1 year, I had just been giving my exams. Now I was free, so I wanted to roam the world. And this week, this no practice body, I went. So I took that. I'm walking. Then suddenly, a releasing feeling came in my heart, in my chest. I felt I'm able to breathe better. And next to me, I see a friend. He suddenly sat down and is not getting up. I'm worried. What happened? I asked his group members. He said that he was getting bleeding from his nose and he's not able to breathe, totally blocked. The guide gave him some modern medicine, but that did not help much. I was amazed. In the entire place, with the least practice, I was able to go to Mount Everest base camp only with Asthalok D. Vairo. Headache gone, breathing became better, easier, I felt free. And finally, what happened? I came back from Everest Base Camp. There was a big, like a from here, and here is Everest Base Camp. You have to go downhill and then up again. I came back, water was over, everything is over, and I remember, oh, I have a promise for a friend in Germany that I will send her a video wishing her that I'm here at Everest Base Camp. It was her dream to go to Everest Base Camp, but she did not have Astalok and DYM. So she had to return from halfway because of acclimatization issue. So I went back, made that video saying, oh, Suyogi Ben, how are you? Guten Tag, I'm missing you, wishing you very well, and came back. Everyone was shocked. I was more surprised that how, with no water, I was able to travel all this distance and come back, and I'm not having much breathing issues. My lungs are very good. How is this possible? This was the most powerful experience of my life. Especially someone who has suffered from asthma before and was told, I cannot do any exercise. This proved that, no, this potent herbs which have been tested since the last 2,500 years, they have been tested and proven, and now they are there. It's like gold, green gold in forms of tablets, which are easy to take. That saved my life.
Yeah, Krishna, thank you so much. And I am very proud of you as a parent, because since 6 years of age, he understood these little wisdoms of healing your own body. And as soon as there is something wrong, he would immediately again go back to discipline and follow the diet and natural remedies and everything. And that's how he learned how to help himself and help others. But so basically, coming to our topic, actually, whenever children have, like my son had actually wheezing situation because his father, late Dr. Naram, my great husband, was having childhood asthma. So he genetically inherited that. And so it could be either inherited or your immune system is so weak. And sometimes, as a parent, we always panic and we want to give immediately when they fall sick, immediately we want to give some kind of antibiotics or something to suppress the whole thing. But then the immune system doesn't get any chance to build. So one thing I want to let you know that 80% of the infections are viral in children, which if you give antibiotics will be treated in 7 days. And if you don't give antibiotics, it will be also treated in 1 week. So now you decide what you want to do. Only when in the blood test, the WBC has increased. So that's the bacterial infection where you need to give antibiotics, because antibiotics don't kill viruses. They kill only bacteria. That's just for education purpose. Of course, you have to follow your doctor's advice always. And whatever the doctor says you should do. But building the immune system is Ayurveda's focus. And when you get this recurring attacks, constantly the child is getting attacked, it's become like a cycle of there is fever, cough, cold, viral fever. It goes more than 104 degrees suddenly. And then you take the medicines and the hepatitis go down of the child. So 2-3 weeks, it's not eating, very cranky. Then hepatitis recovered. After 1.5 months, again attack comes of fever, cold, sometimes breathlessness. And then again, no appetite. And finally, this is like a cycle. So the child is actually, because of that, not growing very well. One problem is that this is under 6 years of age. This is typically happening. The second thing is happening after 8, 9, 10, 12 years of age, when they still don't build the immune system. And this low immune system, which is very sensitive to infections and seasonal changes, then converts into allergic reactions by age 12. So they get, as soon as they're exposed to dust or fumes or change in the season or anything in the atmosphere, they start getting hundreds of sneeze, not anymore fever, but severe breathlessness. And sometimes they are kept on the inhalers constantly, or they're given nebulization whenever needed. And especially stress-induced attacks are very common, and the concentration in the studies and the examination is impacted very badly in these children fundamentally. So this both situation, Ayurveda can help tremendously. And the main focus of Ayush Shakti's approach in this situation is really to build the immune system using natural means. And the beauty is that you don't have to give your child these herbs forever. Once the immune system is strong, they don't need us. We become friends. Anyways, we are friends, but that they don't need actually afterwards. So immune boosting is very important. And the beauty is that that immune system becomes their base for the whole life. Whole life they will have this strong immune system once you deal it through Ayurveda. And of course, during emergencies, they always take some medication from the doctors if needed in the beginning, and slowly the attacks are gone away. Second focus is always improving appetite and digestion, because low appetite and poor digestion makes them very sensitive to certain food, which produces mucus. So in the beginning, you have to get away from those food, and later on, when your appetite is built very well, you can actually take, even though give those food to your child, and he will or she will not react. So that's the main focus of us. I mean, Ayurveda always works on building your system, which remains with you for whole of your life.
That's amazing. Thank you so much, Dr. Smita, and thank you so much, Krishna. You have shared an amazing, inspiring stories for a lot of adolescent teenagers, who want to climb Mount Everest even after having such chronic situations. Thank you so much. But before we move on, we have Mr. Chandran, Dr. Smita, as you must know him. He's a top fan, and
Yeah.
he's sending his greetings to you and Krishna also today. So namaskar from
Namaskar, Mr. Chandran. I'm so happy, and you are the ambassador of Ayurveda. Spread it to your friends, family. It will be blessing in your life, blessing to them.
Exactly. Thank you so much, Mr. Chandran. You're always with us on our live sessions. It's quite an honor. And today we also have Dr. Deepa Chakurkar with us, who is an expert Ayush Shakti doctor, trainer, and practitioner. She has treated more than 50,000 people across the globe. Namaskar and welcome, Dr. Deepa. Would you like to share your insights and the powerful story, I believe, of your patient Nandini? Please, would you like to share the insightful experience and also the diet or herbal recommendations of Ayush Shakti that you must have given her?
Yes. Namaskar. I'm Ayush Shakti doctor, Dr. Deepa Chakurkar. And let me share with you today one of my case, a little girl, Nandini. And Nandini, when she came to me, like she had a lot of recurrent cough, cold, and whenever the season used to change, lot of infection used to there, and the breathlessness was there, and the doctors has put her on nebulizers, and was having a lot of low appetite also, very irritable child. And her pulse was showing a lot of mucus also, and even lot of low immunity was there. That is why she used to get a lot of infections, recurrent infection whenever the seasons change. And when I treated with an Ayush Shakti's proven and effective treatment, after say about 1.5 months of the treatment, there was no cough, there was no cold, breathlessness was gone down tremendously, her appetite was improved, and the most important part, the parents mentioned in this was that the nebulizers, what she used to take it regularly, was stopped completely. And also she was having sound sleep and the appetite was improved. So friends, this is all possible with Ayush Shakti's proven and effective treatment.
Asmita, there is some problem of the sound.
No sound.
Maybe it's okay. Ma'am, you just described the case, Dr. Deepa, so you can go ahead.
Yes, Dr. Deepa, I think there was some with the
Yes.
sound. Could you
Yes.
please tell us what was the case and how she got better?
Yeah, here in this case, the father is explaining everything that when the girl child was brought to Ayushakti, that what all problems were there. And the treatment that she followed and the Ayushakti's herbs with Diviro and Astalok with Kafno, Divyashas, that were the medicines started with. And within a period of 1.5 months, within this much time period, the nebulizers were stopped completely, and the on and off she used to have a lot of antibiotics. So the antibiotics were also excuse me, am I audible? And the antibiotics were also stopped
Yes, Dr.
completely.
Deepa.
So that was the change that he noticed in his child.
Amazing. Thank you so much. So, Dr. Deepa, could you tell us what were the food recommendations that you must have told Nandini's parents for her to not follow? Could you please guide our viewers about that?
Yes, yes. The food that was not at all restricted in Nandini was there was no wheat, that is a gluten-free diet was recommended for her, and then there was no dairy at all, no cold drinks. And children are very fond of cold drinks actually, and sweets. So this 3 to 4 things were totally avoided, but rest of the things like moong dal, chori roti, and a lot of pulses that was recommended to her, and children can have this.
Thank you so much, Dr. Deepa. That was quite insightful.
Thank
Thank you so much. Thank you. So we also have, like, I'm sure you must have spoken about, we are speaking about the Breathe Easy kit, and on our previous live sessions also, I have mentioned this amazing good news that Breathe Easy Immunity Kit that was available for rupees 1305 is now only at 1100, wherein you get D-Viro, Astalok, Kafano. So this is a very good offer. Don't hold back. The offer is available on our website. I will give the details at the end of our live session, as in how you can purchase, where you can purchase, and how you can pay. So thank you so much, Dr. Deepa and Dr. Smita, for sharing such insightful experiences. But
Thank
Dr.
you.
Smita, now we are moving on to our very, the engageable session, I must say, where we all want to know about the powerful home remedy that you want to suggest to our viewers.
Yes, there are few things you can do it at home actually by yourself, and it can help you build the immune system for your children. So one is that Tulsi, fresh Indian basil, what we call it. And there are Western people always watching this session. So if you can't find Indian basil, you can also use Western basil, and it's okay. We call it basilicum in Italian or something like this. So make a juice of that, and 1 tablespoon juice of that. Add into that half a teaspoonful juice from ginger. If you can find this fresh adulsa, which is available in India, I have seen actually it growing also in LA. But if you can't find it, forget about it. If you can find, add a teaspoonful of juice from that. Black peppercorn powder, a quarter teaspoonful. And honey, you can use it between 1 to 2 tablespoons, how much you want to use it for sweetening. And fresh turmeric juice, if you can find, put 1 tablespoonful, or you can use turmeric powder, 1 teaspoonful. So mix everything together, and you can also keep it in the fridge, this mixture, and keep giving your child either with warm water or just as it is, 1 to 2 teaspoonful until 6 years of age. Give it 4 times a day. And after 6 years to 12 years of age, you can even give up to 2 to 3 teaspoonful 4 times a day. It will help with both immune boosting and digestion helping, appetite helping, both ways actually. So that's the beauty of Ayurveda, that it always works on focused on the root cause of what is happening. Besides that, we have this very, very special Sumedha Prashan. It is a kind of a drops given by our doctors as per the advice. You can take this bottle, one bottle lasts for 1 full year actually, because you have to take only few drops one time per month. Believe me, just once a month you have to take it, and only few drops. So it's very easy. And there is a Pushya Nakshatra Yoga. So we give a schedule to the people who buy this drop Sumedha Prashan bottle. We give them a schedule on how to take it. And I have actually seen, and I've heard from the parents, especially moms, that last 6 months that I've given this Sumedha Prashan drops, my child's immune system is so strong that I am able to sleep full night. It's like a break from having this trouble of waking up constantly, because the child has trouble of blocked nose every night, breaks up crying. The mom has to wake up to console him every day, sometimes 15 days a month, every alternate day or every day. And that completely stopped by using Sumedha Prashan and Breathe Easy program combined together. So it helps to build the immune system basically. And of course, I mean, people ask actually one question to me, all the parents, because they are always kind of thinking, oh, if I don't give milk and wheat to my child, I always tell, just stay away from these two things. And if you want to focus on one thing, that will be milk product. So every mom says, oh, how will he get nourishment? How will he get this? Believe me, there are hundreds of things which are better than milk. But afterwards, when the immune system is strong, the digestion is strong, they will be able to take milk products. I want to invite my son right now, because he is so foodie. He loves to eat pizzas, especially topped with cheese. And what does he do? He doesn't have any breathlessness or anything ever. Since I started the Breathe Easy program, he never had any breathlessness at all. But he does get sometimes cough and cold because of eating a lot of cheese. Yeah. You want to share something, Krishna? Quickly.
Yeah, definitely. This is my true experience when I'll share with you when I was in 7th grade. In college, in school, at that time, I was known like the person who lives on cheese. If you don't give me anything, don't give me rice, dal, don't give me anything, just give me cheese. Give me cheese baked in the oven, give me cheese boiled in water, give me cheese on bread, give me cheese on vegetables, cheese on pasta, cheese on roti also I will eat. I'm such a big lover of cheese. Now, according to our Siddha Veda lineage, Mummy Papa's master, he said that when you have fever, when you have cough and cold, you cannot have milk. Milk will block your body channels. It will block the srotas, which pass air. Even that is digestive channel is one channel. Different passages. Even manogava srotas. That means your mind becomes slow if you have too much milk, cheese, and it will block it. You will not get new ideas, become depressed, become anxious, sad, afraid. So what happens? I used to have excessive amounts of cheese, but at the same time, whenever I had too much cheese, I knew that I had suffered from asthma. I had suffered from allergy, breathlessness, cough and cold, which was severe, which would not even let me breathe, made me feel like I was sinking underwater. I would do this simple thing, and you can also do it at home. It's amazing, it's powerful. I would add black pepper in the cheese, or I would consume something that is spicy and has a lot of chili. Suddenly, my agni, body's ability to digest that cheese, which is heavy, it increases. And then the cheese doesn't settle in the scrotus, doesn't cause ama and comes in the scrotus. It becomes totally free. You feel light, you feel happy, you feel healthy. This was one thing. Second, if I had too much cheese and there was no pepper, or I did not want to spoil my taste by having spicy food or pepper food, then I would do this amazing technique of having 2 asthalo and 1 Divairo or 1 Amrutras, but 2 to 4 asthalok I would have. And suddenly, if I would see an attack coming, my nose becoming stuffy, I'm sneezing too much, if you have just 2 to 4 Asthalok, for me, my personal experience, the cough and cold stopped immediately. I saw this. Now, if you have pepper and red chili, green chili at home, it has the similar effect. And you will be protected from the side effects, from the blocking effects of cheese and milk products.
That was really wonderful. In fact, I mean, he loves cheese. He's really foodie. But when there is, in the beginning, until your immune system, like
Yes.
his immune system was not developed fully to my satisfaction, I gave him Asthalok D-virus syrup and Kafano syrup for 1.5 years. Started already at the age 5 months, as I told you. And in this period, I never ever gave him any milk products or wheat. But afterwards, when he was strong enough, I let him, taste the food that he loved. And then we balanced it by giving Asthalok in huge dose, or whenever it was coughing, then he would stop it completely for a while and then take it again. So that's what is Ayurveda. It's about balancing the life, balancing your diet and system according to your need.
Correct. Very rightly put. Thank you so much, Dr. Smita and Krishna, for sharing such insightful experiences. So, as I had earlier mentioned in our live session, to ask us questions not only related to breathlessness and cough and cold. So, we've received a lot of questions today because we had posted our a post on Instagram that we are going to come live today with cold, cough, and breathlessness. So, we've received ample amount of questions. So I would start I would start to ask Dr. Deepa the first question. So these are from parents basically who wanted to ask about, what are the early signs of cough, cold, and breathlessness. I would be a little more precise in asking. So Dr. Deepa, when should I worry about my child's breathing? This is quite, this question has been asked by a lot of parents. Would you please enlighten us with the solution to it?
Yes. Whenever there is recurrent, whenever there is seasonal changes, and whenever there is recurrent cough and cold, running nose is there, and with that mucus production is not there in the child. Whenever the child is having any milk or milk products, or any change in their diet is done, or any change in the climatic condition also, the changes there, and the recurrent infection is there, and the child is not able, the mucus comes, the inflammation, lot of inflammation is there, that proves that the child's immunity is low, and you need to take care at that moment itself, wherever the recurrence things happens like.
Thank you so much, Dr. Deepa. So the next question is, Dr. Smita, I would like to ask you.
Uh-huh. I can't hear you, Anandi. Wait. Looks like Anandi's internet is not working. And do we have any more questions?
Yes. So
Asmita?
yeah, Asmita here from Ayush Shakti. So I would like to ask a question to Dr. Smita.
Huh.
What are the signs of respiratory distress in children?
Yes, I had this whole experience, so I can tell you. Actually, when normally the child is always playing, whatever age it is, their hands and moving their hands and feet constantly, they are active, running, etc. as soon as, they start entering into the zone of getting breathlessness or cough, cold, allergy attack, just before that, the appetite goes down suddenly and they start becoming a bit cranky because they are not feeling hungry at all. And then sometimes there's a little blockage here and itching and kind of a hurting feeling in the throat. So that's the starting point. If you, at that time, if you can increase some immune booster like D-Virosthalok 4 times a day, you can even prevent getting attack. So after 1 or 2 days, if that doesn't really reduce, they become really literally very inactive. They want to just sit in one place, lethargic feeling. If little children are there, they will stop moving their hands and feet. They will stop crawling actually. So these are the signs that now the attack is going to come. And then the breathlessness is happening, which means constant crying, or sometimes they are not crying, but they are just very still, not moving at all. And in this area here, you will find like this. This throat notch in the throat goes very deep actually, because they are doing shallow breathing. So it is their breathing is with lot of effort. So that's again showing the sign of respiratory distress. So these are different signs actually, and you can always take them to the doctor so that they can diagnose the perfect thing and give you the right guidance.
Thank you, Dr. Smita, for answering this. There is one more question from a viewer. She has asked, what can we feed a sick child with no appetite?
Right. So it depends on, I would always, we as a mother, we always have a tendency when the child says, okay, I have no appetite and I'm ill. Trust me, child understands their body. Don't feed anything. If they don't want to eat, don't feed anything. I've seen it with my own son. Whenever he had fever, if he said, I don't want to eat anything, I don't give anything, first of all. And trust me, he might lose some weight, but he will eat double within 1 or 2 days. His appetite will be so strong that you can't stop him from eating, and he will gain it back normal. But if you feed at the time when there is no appetite, then their agni, the digestive power, will be finished. It will take them 5 to 8 days to recover that appetite. So first of all, don't feed if they are not hungry. Second, if they are slightly hungry, just give a simple khichdi, the rice and vegetable for the Western people, especially because there are always people from all over the world on the live sessions. So the Western people can make khichdi recipes. We have it on our website. So they can make it with rice and yellow dal, cook it very, very soft, and don't put a lot of ghee in it, just turmeric and salt, and give this little by little, whatever they can eat, and some cooked vegetables, especially those which are easy to digest, like zucchini, pumpkin, lauki, different kind of squashes, spinach, that kind of a vegetables, rather than potatoes or eggplant. These kind of things are difficult. So this is very, safe to give, and slowly they will recover their appetite once their immune system is strong. After that, they will ask for the food. Start again with a little bit heavier food, but don't give wheat, fried food, and red meat or milk product. These 4 things, at least for 3 to 5 days after the fever is gone, because you want that their appetite has to come back and they start eating normal. If you start feeding heavy things immediately, the appetite is not coming back yet and it will be finished. It will take them very long time to get back the appetite if you don't take care of this process after fever.
Correct. Thank you so much, Dr. Smita and Dr. Deepa, for answering our questions of the parents who've been asking, about breathlessness, cold and cough. I'm sure they must have gotten their answers. And if not, like we always say, it is advisable to consult Ayush Shakti doctors to experience deeper healing. So thank you so much, Dr. Smita, Dr. Deepa, and Krishna to join us today for our live session. It was very insightful.
Namaskar, namaskar.
I also want to enlighten our viewers again about the Breathe Easy kit that is available on our website, that is www.ayushshakti.com. You can get the Breathe Easy immunity kit now only at 1100, which contains D-Viro, Asthalok, Kafano syrup. Go ahead, buy in bulk, and we will, as I told you, I will let you know if you can. You can also buy this online through the website that I mentioned, but I will also give our toll-free numbers wherein you can come consult the doctor even on the video call, phone call, or you can do a center visit on all our centers. So you can book an appointment on phone or video call. You can contact us on our India number for toll free, that is 1-800-266-3001. You can also reach out to us on our global number +1-800-2800-906. You can also WhatsApp us on +91 7777001561. You can also mail us your queries, your suggestions, and your questions for our next live session on info@ayushshakti.com. You can buy the Breathe Easy kit on our www.ayushshakti.com, and you can also get all the herbs. You can get to know about Ayush Shakti, what Ayush Shakti does, their proven effective solutions are all products on the website. Do follow us on our Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. Thank you so much for joining us on this live session. Do let us know what our next live session should be on. Hope to see you all soon. Stay home and stay safe. Namaskar.